Hey everyone, welcome to Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. Today's episode is an awesome one. I have this revolver with all of these cool dice. Each of the dice is a bullet, and then it goes into that little revolver chamber. And of course, to be able to bet, I have to have some poker chips. And then with the leftover resin, I'm going to use and make some buttons. Still using the Resiners 2 gallon, so each of these is 1 gallon. We'll be doing just one pot today, and it'll be a total of 200 milliliters. 100 milliliters of A and 100 milliliters of B. Alright, now let's get that all spun up, but that adds a few little bubbles in it, so we're going to go ahead and put that into our bubble removing machine. About 10 minutes later, it's ready, and now we can add our new acrylic ink. So the store Joann's is going under, and I highly recommend going and checking out their clearance section and stuff like that. This is acrylic ink, so it would be used in like a pen, like a fancy calligraphy pen, but works 100% in resin paper. Also, we'll be using this shimmering gold that I picked up from Bookman's a while back. They were only $3 each for the acrylic inks, just so you know. Super great price. And some blue sparkle as well, why not? Now let's get that all spun together. I'm using a stirring spoon, and so that one will not add a lot of bubbles. Highly recommend it. It's very, very thin. Now it's pouring time. First up, let's do the bullets. This is my first time doing this mold, and unfortunately I should have actually overfilled it, and so I underfilled it, so none of the bottoms of the bullets had any of their numbers on it, but the rest are all good. Alright, now let's put that lid on. There's one long part and two small parts, so it only goes in one way. It makes it super easy to know what to do. But you can see there that top is not solid blue, and it should have been. I should have had it all overflowing, so I know to do that next time. Next, this is the bottom and the top of the revolver chamber. So this will hold all of your bullet dice. That one's looking great. Now let's do the top half. Make sure to stay tuned for the demolding, and you can see how all these bullets in this chamber go together. It worked perfectly. Looks great. I didn't get that bottom done right, but everything else is perfect. Alright, so I had a little bit extra, and so I went ahead and did these buttons. The idea is by the end of the year, I want to have a little basket at my market of all the little resin creations that I have, and stuff like this would be in it where it's like, here, throw in a button, throw in something, and that might be a unique way to have a little bit of art in your life. And last up for today, let's do all these poker chips. Get all of them but one done, but that's okay. We're going to make a few sets and we'll have plenty of them. I also sprayed this whole thing with rubbing alcohol beforehand. It really helps with all of those little nooks and crannies and makes it so you have less bubbles. As you can see inside, there is still a little bit of that blue pigment, kind of like a ring at the top there. I was able to clean that out, no problem. The acrylic ink did not leave any stains on my soap. Actually, I feel it's a little bit darker than the resin pigment, but not as much as the mica powder, so it kind of seems like a happy medium. I definitely will continue to use it and go up to Joann's and get a few more colors. That way, before they close up, I can get a bunch of it. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please put them in the comments below. I am looking to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank y'all so much for watching. Now let's see that demold. Alright, let's demold these. So first up, these are these little buttons. The big ones all came out real easy, but the small ones, I think I need to use like a dropper to get them in because they just overflowed. But they look super cute. I could use them as replacement buttons if I wanted. All the holes worked on them. Next up, let's get these poker chips done. Demolded super easy. Had a few bubbles here and there, but that's okay. I mean, they were very intricate. Now you can see mostly see-through. But that vibrant blue is looking good. And then all that blue and gold glitter in there makes it shine. I think some pearlescence in this really would have kicked it off. As you can see, the gold really shines through, and if I put like a black wash or something over it, all the numbers show up really well. Or symbols. Yeah, they look wonderful. We'll keep making a bunch more. Now let's get the revolver chambers done. So basically there's two halves to this, a top and a bottom, and you'll see why in a minute. First one came out great, even has a solid floor to it, so that's really nice. Now let's get the top half done. It was a little sticky, but came out pretty much no problem. Alright. So as you can see, there's a top half there, and then that bottom half as well. So let's get the dice out, and we actually can see how that goes together. Yeah, as you can see there, I should have had them overflowing. Basically, the bullet has a little notch at the end of it, and I didn't fill it up that much to that notch. So you can see most of the little notches, like these bullets wouldn't be very stable in flight. But it was a great first attempt. the numbers all came out well. The tips of the bullets all came out perfect. I don't see any like bubbles in it. It's just the bottom of it. I just didn't fill it up 100%. But it came out, as you can see, no problem. Alright, so now we put them in here in the bottom. And then that top half goes on top. And see, now it's nice and secure. And it looks like a chamber of a revolver. But then when you want to use it, it's not falling out or anything like that, which is nice. But then when you want to use it, you can actually just take that top lid off. And they all sit there in there. Yeah, see, now I'm going to do a nice roll. They roll really well. All the chips stack nice and easy. My name is Chris Collected. Trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that's safer for everyone. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so please subscribe. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you next week. For more